Hey there, welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. Tonight we're going to make a watermelon wreath and we're going to do the twisted ruffle wreath method. So this wreath is special because my friend Jennifer at Canvas Signs Designs designed that watermelon sign. So hold on, let's make another watermelon wreath and let's have some fun. Let's get started. Okay, so you already know what we're going to make. I say this every time, but this is going to be a fun wreath. And I know it's late June, and I know summer is already here, but it's not too late to make a summer wreath if you haven't done it yet. And we're going to make a cute watermelon wreath, okay? You guys love watermelons. I love watermelons, and who doesn't love popsicles, right? So I wanted to share this with you because this is made by my friend Jennifer at Canvas Designs or Canvas Signs Designs, and she makes the best signs. She paints them, and they are just so beautiful. It's canvassigndesigns.com. She puts a little code there, and what she's doing here is she's going to offer this special size sign because she makes these much bigger for my followers here so that you can make it and put it on your wreath. It even has little holes here for us to attach it. This is all hand painted, guys. This is not a metal sign that was printed in mass numbers here. This is a one of a kind. This is a beautiful sign that is made custom just for this wreath, this size, okay? Because it usually comes in a bigger one. So we're gonna do this. All her links for you to get your own sign is in the description box below. You can also order the templates for this sign, and she has a video that you can purchase, and she will teach you how to make these signs, guys. So not only can you just order signs from my friend Jennifer, she will teach you. If you've ever wanted to do this, hand lettering, painting signs, she has a course. She can teach you guys. So make sure you go follow her on social medias and check her out in the description box below. So let's get started with our watermelon summer wreath. Okay, so we are going to get ready by cutting our mesh. All of this mesh came from the wreath shop, okay? And I will leave links for each of these particular meshes in the description box below. What's a little unusual about this wreath is there's no poly burlap, there's no fabric mesh. It's pretty much deco mesh. This has a little bit of a plastic in it, but it's still deco mesh. So I know Julie doesn't usually work with deco mesh that often, but we're going to do it today because I think that these colors are going to just pop. And in the sign, there's a little bit of sparkle, so it's going to help bring out the sparkle in our mesh. So what are we going to do? We need to cut it. So we will start with our red because this will probably be a little bit more difficult because we have the little foil lines in here. You're going to take your wood burner here, and if you can see that, you've got a chisel tip, all right? And we're gonna start it off by sealing the one side. Now, please remember to wear a mask when you do this, okay? Because it will put off some fumes. Not quite as bad as like poly burlap will, but you should still wear one, okay? So now we have a sealed edge. Now we're going to cut them at about let's cut them at 15 inches each, all right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut about 10 of each color. I don't know if I'll use all of it, but I'm going to cut 10. So there's that one. Let's see if this one will cut with our wood burner because you have to kind of test it. Yep, this one's going to cut just fine. So you just want to kind of go in between the lines and then cut all of these just 10 pieces at 15 inches a piece. We may need to cut some more, but we'll just cut 10 for now, all right? So I'm gonna cut some more and I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I kind of started it because I just wanted to kind of test my theory on how I wanted to do this. And if you can hear the elephants upstairs, you know who they are. And if you know who they are, let me know in the comments because there's some new people here that might not know who my little elephants are. So anyways, so I've started it and let me show you how to keep going. All right, so we're going to start with the dark green mesh first. And you're going to take one of these. We're going to do two. And I know you've seen me do this before. It's just a really simple curl technique, but we're going to roll the one side. And I know it's a little harder to see because it's deco mesh and it likes to be really, really curly. And then we're going to roll the other side. So that way we have the finished side inside of this curl. I'm going to just start gathering it together, but we're not going to put it on our wreath like that. What we're going to do is I want it to kind of come up. So what I do is I twist it maybe 1 or 2 times so that it will kind of stick up a little bit more. And we're going to start off by starting on bar 3 here. So you've got bar 1, 2, and 3, and 4. This is a Dollar Tree 14-inch frame. It's like 14.5 inches. And you're just going to take your zip tie. You can do pipe cleaners, but you know, I'm not a pipe cleaner fan. I like the zip tie. So I'm just going to take my zip tie here and I'm going to connect it. And go like that. All right. And then clip that off. All right. This one wants to kind of lay down. I don't want it to lay down. So now we're going to take another green one. And instead of bar 3, we're going to focus on bar 2. Okay. So I'm going to just kind of place my zip tie here. All right. And curl my mesh. Again, you're going to curl the cut side. Even though we use the wood burner, it just makes it a little bit more secure and less fraying. So I think you'll be a little bit happier with the results. See, Deco Mesh has a mind of its own. So I'm just going to keep twisting it, and then I'm going to put it right on that zip tie. All right. All right, so what's the next color in a watermelon? It's that lighter green. So now we're going to go back to bar 3. Let's put the red over here and put our zip tie there and do the same thing. This is a little easier to work with. This is more of a fabric mesh, I think, but still has some deco mesh in it. It's like a blend of several things together. So we're just going to start that and then just kind of twist it, and it just kind of brings it up when you twist it. Now, if you're wondering, Julie, where do you get all your supplies? I know most of you already know Julie gets them from Amazon, and I have an Amazon storefront in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. And did you know that I do Amazon Lives? So if you ever want to check me out on Amazon Live, you can click that link too. And then when you're following me over on Amazon, they will notify you when I go live. So if you ever want to get on live with me, that's where you're going to find me live. So make sure you do that. And let's twist. So this is kind of called the twisted ruffle wreath, I think is what we're going to call that. How about that? Just because I feel like the other way, it just kind of lays kind of flat, and I don't want it to lay flat. All right, so there we go. Now the red and black is a little bit more technical. All right, I'm not trying to be technical here. Let's just get rid of that string. Thank you very much, string. And I'm going to move that over. Okay, so as you can see, it's kind of looking like a watermelon. Okay, so we're going to have rows of watermelon here. Let's get this. It always loves to stick together. So we're going to put a red one on this frame here, the bar 3, and then we're going to put a black one. Then we're going to do another red one and another red. So we're going to do 3 reds and 1 black. Okay, and you're just going to keep going from bar to bar. We're not going to worry about this bar or this bar. It's those 2 middle bars that make the difference here. Okay, so now that you've got the red, black, red, red, I'm going to take the black and kind of twist it in with these reds so that it looks more like a seed and not just, you know, a piece of mesh there. So we want it to kind of have the red kind of going around it. So we've got 2 little seeds there. So basically, I'm telling you, mesh loves to stick together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the same pattern all the way around. I'll be able to give you a final count on how many of each color. Obviously, we're going to use less black and more red, but when we're done, it's going to be beautiful. Okay, so we're at the very end, and when you get to the very end, you might be a little cramped for space here, but it can be done. If you wanted to, you could just add a few extra red, because you are going to have a sign on this wreath. You know, it doesn't have to be exact, but I was able to manage it in. So let me get this zip tie here, and we'll talk about how many pieces of mesh that you will need. Now, if you used poly burlap, I don't think you would need as much, because I think the poly burlap would actually take up some of the space. And whereas deco mesh is thinner and you need to have more of it. It's kind of hard to see, but that's the finished product. So let's think about it. So we have, wherever you see the red, there's 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to need 18 red petals, or red cuts, not petals. We're not making a flower, Julie. And then since we have 6 of those, we know that we need 6 of the black. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the green, the emerald green. So that would be 12 of the emerald green you need to be cut, and then 12 of the lime green, okay? And then you've got kind of like a really pretty kind of watermelon-esque look here. And so I like this twisted ruffle just because I felt like it made it tighter for me. And things, sometimes when you do the ruffles, it lays a little flat, and I didn't want it to lay flat. So let's get our ribbon out, and actually let's get our sign out, and let's put that on first, and then we'll put the ribbon, because honestly, we don't need to put ribbon where the sign is going to be. Okay, so I put the camera up a little bit higher. So now we're going to put our Canvas Signs design sign that is, remember, this is hand painted. This is an original. It looks like a popsicle, but painted in a watermelon. Listen, she's a talented lady. Make sure you go follow my friend Jennifer. If you ever wanted to learn how to do this, she teaches this as well. So she has a couple of options. You can buy the sign already painted if you don't want to paint. And you can buy the sign, just the template, and then she'll have a tutorial that you can get that will teach you how to do this. So listen, if you want to learn how to paint, Jennifer's a great person to teach you. And I think this is a lot easier than you think it will be. So let's do this. We are going to take some of this wire here, and I'm just going to go, I asked her to put holes in these signs. And so we're just going to kind of put it down through our wreath form here. I'm going to make sure when I flip this over, I was looking for the right word there, I'm going to show you how we're going to make sure it's on each side of the wreath form. It's not on one side of the wire, okay? So I've got that. So let's just flip this over. Okay, so we're going to anchor this one like so. If you have longer zip ties, you can use that, but I think this will work just fine. And I'm going to twist it again around my frame just to kind of add a little bit extra support here. Okay, I kind of want this at an angle, so I'm going to, you could do it like straight, you could do it in the middle if you wanted to, but I just kind of like a bow over here and then the sign over here. That's just me. But you could put this anywhere you wanted. Okay, so let me show you the ribbon that I ordered. And sometimes when you order stuff, you're probably thinking, oh, that's going to look great together. But when I'm putting this together, I kind of like just 2 of the ribbons for this particular wreath. Now, I had purchased this, and if you love this, use it, okay? I think it's so pretty, but for this project, I think I'm going to leave it alone for now. I might put it in our bow, so I'm just going to put it to the side. Again, all these ribbons came from the wreath shop, but I really love this big polka dot. Now, they've also got this smaller polka dot, so really either or, if they don't have one in stock, the other one will be just as cute. Honestly, I do like both of them. That's a really hard choice for me. So I already opened this one, so we'll just go with this one. And then this is a really pretty double-sided ribbon. It's actually 2 pieces of ribbon. This is all wire wreath or wired ribbon. This is a 2.5, this is a 1.5 inch, and these are the 2 I'm going to work with. So let's go ahead and just kind of put this over here. And basically what we're going to do is this, all right? We're going to make some of these little bundles. So I'm going to cut 2 of these at 10 inches each. So I'm going to cut 1. And that's why I love having my rotary mat. I can just look at it and know where exactly I need to cut. All right, so let's put those together. And then I like the dovetail, so I'm going to just fold them over. I love my scissors from Amazon. Again, they're in my Amazon storefront, and that link is down below. So I'm going to do it again. And then we're going to do 10 inches for these as well. So you want 2 of these at 10 inches too. And dovetail them like so. Really easy, guys. So easy. Looks like I cut one a little bit longer than I should have. All right. All right, let's just move the mess out of the way. So you're just going to lay them like so, crisscross them. I'm going to lay it like so, and then I'm going to gather it in the middle. It's pretty simple. And I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to take a pipe cleaner. This is where we're going to use the pipe cleaner. And go over it and twist it. And that is your ribbon bundle. You could do a bunch of these and make a bow out of it too, and just have that as your bow. So I'm going to make at least 4, maybe 5 of these, and then we'll come back and we'll put them on our wreath. All right, it's time to get this wreath finished because the battery is dying on my phone. So now you're just going to find spots where you want to add this. I'm going to add one close here to that sign. Just take it down through. Make sure it's just on one side of each of the frames. You're not going to want to pull it down too much because we want the ribbon to just be able to see what we're doing here. So I just twist it, and then I'm just going to take those, not zip ties, pipe cleaners, and tuck them back into the wreath. All right, so wherever you want to put one, you're going to put one. So I'm going to put one, I think I'm going to put one about over here, kind of at a little bit lower spot in the wreath. I love this ribbon with this. I love how complementary this ribbon is with this sign. I really just think it's really pretty. So now that I put one down here, I'm going to put one here, and then one here maybe. I might actually put it up here, and then we're going to put the ribbon or the bow kind of up here. So, okay, so let's make a really simple bow, okay? So we're going to take our double-sided ribbon here, and we're going to get a 10-inch, tail. We're probably not going to use that much. And then we're going to measure at 11 inches. So basically what you want to do is from this point to this point, you want it to be 11 inches. Bring it together. And since the ribbon is on this side, we're not going to have to twist this at all. That usually is not the case with most ribbons. So we're going to bring it back. Okay. There goes my elephants again. Bring it back over here. So we're going to do at least 6 loops all together. It's all about pinching and then bringing it back, holding it with your fingers here. That's it. That's all there is, guys. Pretty simple. And this is a thicker ribbon because it's like double. It's literally double the ribbon. All right, then we're going to cut another 10-inch tail here, and then take a zip tie. Okay, and I'm just going to go in the middle here. I'm going to hold on to it. Then this way you don't have to keep holding on to more ribbon when you add the second color. Okay, so let's look at this. It looks a little wonky right now, but that's okay. You're just going to play with the loops and just twist. It's simple as that. You just twist your ribbon on the side that you want it to show, okay? So now I'm going to set that to the side, and we're going to take our little ribbon here. Again, I'm going to take about 10 inches. I'm just kind of guesstimating there. And then instead of 11 inches here, we are going to do 9 inches. And we're going to come back to the middle. Just measure 9 inches, come back, and then you will need to twist because you want the right side up here. Get in the middle, and that's when you twist. That's it. Another 9 inches. And I'm thinking we're going to do at least 6 loops here as well. Let's see, I always kind of miss it there. All right, and then I'm going to cut this, and then I'm going to guesstimate that that was 10 inches. I'm going to take another zip tie here. I'm going to put it over the top in the middle here. And really you just need a pretty good thumb, forefinger, and middle finger there to kind of hold everything. All right, so we take our ribbon, you just kind of bring that down. Okay. I'm gonna lay it there. Do we want to be done? I think we can be done with that. I think that's pretty. So I'm gonna take another zip tie, or you could take a pipe cleaner, whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be another zip tie, but we're going to do this. I'm going to bring it back here, and before I wrap this tight, I'm going to take my wire here, and I'm going to go underneath that zip tie, because that's what we're going to do, and connect it to the frame itself. I'm going to flip it over. All right, just going to flip the right sides here. Now, if you've been following me any amount of time, you always know that I always put something in the middle there. You could take a pipe cleaner and wrap it around. It's really not a big deal. You could take ribbon and wrap it around. It's really kind of up to you. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a pipe cleaner and we're just going to wrap it around. See how that just kind of makes it just a little soft whiteness in the middle there. All right, let's do it one more time and we'll cover that. And then I'm just going to twist it in the back. And again, that's just more to hold everything. So you could take ribbon, you could take a pipe cleaner. I think that's pretty. So let's just do this. Let's finish our tails and then we will put this on and we will be done. If you made it this far in the tutorial, leave me a watermelon in the comment section. I know that there's watermelon if you have like a smartphone or a smart tablet. You can't really do it on your computer unless you got like a Mac or something like that, I think. But I hope you guys appreciated and liked this video. Make sure you leave me a thumbs up. And make sure to join us every Sunday night on Julie's Wreath Boutique. I always try to have a new video for you every Sunday night. I think this is super cute. You can check Jennifer out at her Canvas Science Designs, and she has so much to offer. Message her if you see something and you want it in a smaller form. Again, you can learn how to paint signs, do hand lettering, all that good stuff. So let's put this on our wreath. Okay, this is super cute. I love it. I can't wait to either give this away or put it on my own front door. So I'm just gonna kind of put it at about 11 o'clock here on this wreath form, and I did use the Dollar Tree wreath form, and we did go over how many pieces we cut. I always try to put that, I'll put that in the description box below. So you're just going to kind of find 2 spots to go through here and then just wrap it really good. All right, so we're going to kind of do this backwards. I'm going to kind of pull this down just a little bit, not a lot. And I'm twisting it on the back, and then I will tuck it all in. If you want, you could cut some felt before you start and cover the frame, but I just don't see the need right now. But this is how it turned out. I think it's super cute. I love how it turned out. I might cut these little tails a little bit when I put it up on my door and just see if we need to trim it a little bit. But anyways, Jennifer, thank you for sharing your talent with us. I love my sign that you sent me. This mesh, the ribbon, all came from the wreath shop. Links will be in the description box below. Leave me a watermelon in the comments, and we will see you next Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye.